tough category and one that we had a close eye on. Gear and tech reviews. And the People's Choice Award goes to... I have wanted to go to NAB since at least 2010. If you don't know, it's the National Association of Broadcasters Convention held every year in Las Vegas.
Tom is responding to comments immediately. So how do you feel?
I got real sweaty. I don't know. I feel pretty shocked.
It's so well deserved.
It's very, very special, so thank you.
Oh, he's so cute.
So that video was yesterday afternoon when Rode announced the Creator of the Year award winners, of which I was the People's Choice Award for the Gear and Tech Reviews category. I still don't understand it. I'm making this video very much off the cuff. There's no Elgato prompter here, just to try to share some of my thoughts, but specifically really my gratitude for you and all of the people that made this happen, because it absolutely is mind-boggling. Yesterday also happened to be my birthday, and we didn't find out that they were announcing any winners until literally like 20 minutes before the stream, and my wife Heather was like, they're going to announce this right now. Okay, crazy, because it was December 5th in Australia, which was December 4th, my birthday, in the US. So just time zones kind of worked out for this totally weird serendipitous thing. And honestly, as cliche as it sounds, a couple weeks back when Rode announced that I was one of the finalists in the category, like that was mind-blowing enough, mind-boggling enough. And then to have actually been selected as a winner I still don't understand it. So still has not sunk in at all, but is really incredible. And then Heather was going to film. We were watching the stream, like on the iPad at our kitchen table. And she was like, I'm just going to have my phone. I'm just going to be filming right here. And I was like, I'm really glad she did. It was the right move to be able to capture that moment on camera. But I was like, you don't need, there's zero expectation to win. And I have spent, time going through and checking out all the other people nominated in different categories and stuff. And it's like, there are some heavy hitters in terms of talent and impact and influence and reach and all that stuff. So it's like, yeah, there's no chance. So that was just, I don't know, that was wild. So I wanted to make this video to share some of my thoughts, but also primarily to share my thanks and my gratitude, because this is such a special thing that could not have happened without other people, without you who voted and made it possible. And it just, I have made, so here's the thing. This is the third, I've been fortunate enough to make several kind of more personal videos this year, this being the third of them. And it's just been kind of an amazing run of things. The first was back in April after Heather and I went to NAB, the National Association of Broadcasters Convention in Las Vegas. That was just kind of this amazing experience, and it just kind of solidified that where I'm at in the world of crazy audio, video, content creation, whatever you want to call it, is just the right place for me, and all the goofy things that make me, a person that didn't really fit in anywhere else, really fit in there. And that's crazy, and it's not something I've ever really felt before. And then this past summer I was able to go to New York twice for events at B&H Photo, and one of those being with Rode, also with the Rodecaster video launch. So that was just such an incredible highlight, and I made a video kind of recapping that whole experience, those whole experiences, because it's two different ones. And now this, it's like, what a way to wrap up the year. What a way to have a birthday and end one age and start another age. It's just it's just crazy. And the thing, I think I've said crazy 4 times, but the thing about the People's Choice Award is that I have never assumed I would be the People's Choice for anything other than the person to leave the room or something. So that is pretty wild, because when you make stuff and you put yourself out there on YouTube, there's all these different milestones and all these different markers that can happen, and things you can use to sort of I don't want to say evaluate, but just to sort of reflect on your journey and your experience. And Heather and I are always really big on focusing on the things that are in our control, right? Like, you can't necessarily control how well a video does or how many people watch it or don't watch it, but you can control that you make a video. You can control that you make a certain number of videos, that you go a certain number of weeks uploading a video every week. Like, there's certain stuff that you can control, trying to get better sound in your videos, better quality in your videos, all that stuff, the things that are within your control, and those can be really important milestones. And then there are these other milestones that you can't do on your own. They're out of your control. Like, back in 2022 was when my channel crossed the 100,000 subscriber marker, which is something that just, I have actually right here is my, this is my 10-year-old MacBook, which still works. I use it mainly for email because it's 10 years old, but it does still work, still going strong. Great money I spent. This was the computer that June 29th, 2017, I sat at the kitchen table. Oh my God, I'm just connecting this actually. I sat at the same kitchen table we were watching the announcement yesterday with this laptop and created a new Google account to start a YouTube channel, which was something I'd wanted to do for like 5 years and just didn't. And we just didn't do. I don't know. I just held myself back for many reasons that I probably didn't need to, but it took a long time before I actually hit that button to create an account, start a YouTube channel. And at first it's like that there are different reasons you want to start a channel. For me, I never expected anybody to watch anything. So it was really about me being able to get comfortable making my own stuff that wasn't connected to a job. It wasn't connected to clients or anything else. It was just whatever I wanted to make. I could do my own creative outlet, my own thing, and see what I could do and what kind of, just see how I could do that. Like, could I even be comfortable being in front of a camera, that kind of thing. And that was all I needed for YouTube to be successful at the time. So when people started watching the channel and the channel kept growing, and then it hit a point where YouTube sends you an award because it reaches a certain number, that was one of those milestones that I can't, that's only because of other people. That's like, I can make the videos, I can make the channel, but that stuff is only because other people actually chose to spend their time with it too, as well. And the Rode Creator of the Year People's Choice is the same thing. It's like that people would go out of their way. You have to make an account to submit a vote. Like you know, it's not just you have to burn a calorie or two to make it happen. So the fact that like not just one or two people would do that, would go out of their way to submit their vote and do their thing, but that enough people did where it actually like made me the award winner in that specific category is something I don't think I can ever fully understand, but I really hope that I can fully appreciate it and fully communicate my gratitude for it, because it was really fun. I'm not someone who likes to ask for stuff like this, but a couple of weeks ago when Rode said, hey, you made it to a finalist in this category, here's your link, you can send it out and have people vote for you. That is not a thing I'm comfortable asking for. So I like posted some Instagram stories and some YouTube posts where I'm like, hey, this is cool. If you want to vote, please, it'd be cool. So the fact that people did that means a lot. But what was crazy even then was that people were excited about it. Like, people were saying congrats, and people were like really excited to say that they voted. And there were a lot of people even before who said, when I posted the thing like, hey, vote for me, it's open right now. There were a lot of people who said, oh, I already did. Or I voted, and I sent the link to like other people I know who like your channel and stuff. It was like before me even saying anything. And then because Rode is in Australia time, I had planned to do a second post like when voting was closing, just like, hey, voting is closed. But yeah, they're a day ahead, so I actually posted that too late and voting had already closed. So I really, like, all that to say, it was a pretty minimal push on my part, because I don't know, I'm not comfortable asking for stuff like that, but people really listened when I asked for help with something, and then without me even having to ask, people went above and beyond on their own to do that, and that really means a lot to me. I still can't even fully, I just can't fully comprehend it, but it's very, very special. And what was so cool is like yesterday, when Rode announced all the winners, it was through a YouTube premiere. So it's a pre-recorded video that's set almost like a live stream, so there can be a live chat during it. And so you see people in the live chat, and seeing people like being supportive and then being just as excited when my name got announced as I was. It's like, because it is like, it's the people's choice. So it feels like a win for everybody. And I just think that's so special. And that's just, I don't even know. That's just really cool. I just want you to know that I know that it's really cool. And I feel that is incredibly special. And I sort of lost my train of thought, but I didn't want to script out anything. I wanted to just sort of sit with and share things. And, this has been like a crazy week. Let me tell you, high highs and low lows. And yesterday, just the fact that it randomly happened to be on my birthday, which I'm not a huge birthday person. I don't usually go like, we got to have like crazy parties and stuff. And that's how yesterday was like, oh yeah, we're not really doing anything. We're kind of hanging out. Just having a nice day at home, really. And suddenly there's an email that's like, oh, there's a live stream coming up in 20 minutes. You should watch that. It's like, wow, what? And it's just like those little surprises just happen. I mean, that was a big surprise, but very cool things like that just seem to happen a lot, because I've been fortunate enough to have so many people in my life that I know and that I don't know. People, like my friends and my family and all that kind of stuff that I know and am very close to, but also people who watch the channel who I may or may not ever get a chance to directly interact with myself, like face-to-face, person-to-person, who still make this really special impact and make this stuff possible. And it's just something that's pretty amazing in a world where, I don't know, you could just also not do this, right? You could not make videos on the internet. And I just hope you know how much it means to me and how excited I am for it. And a big thing too with the People's Choice Award, and especially, when you read when you read Rode's description of what they're looking for, production quality and personality and content and impact, all these things, it's like, whoa. I think a really cool thing with this specific recognition is that it gives me a bar to try to live up to. I feel like if people have gotten behind you to help you get this kind of recognition, I feel like that's something that's worth earning, something maybe you did have to earn in the first place, but also that's something you have to continuously earn regularly, like every time. And so I think it's a really great reminder to keep doing that and to keep trying to hold myself to those high standards and doing fun things, and trying to continue to be a person that someone would want to create an account and click a little button for, because that means a lot. It means a lot that you would want to go down that road for me. Sorry, I couldn't go through the whole video without at least one bad joke, but that was a good joke, actually. That wasn't a bad joke. That was a good one. Anyway, I feel like we're getting off topic here. Ultimately, I hope you know how exciting it is to me, how much I appreciate it. There's still a lot I don't even know or understand, so I will absolutely keep everybody updated, because it does feel like an our thing, not a my thing. And since you all helped me get to this point, I want to make sure that we get to enjoy the whole experience together as much as possible. And I think hopefully that's going to be a lot of fun and just super cool. So thank you again so much. I really appreciate it. Hope I can keep making videos that make you want to do this thing. And also hope you have a safe, happy, healthy, fun rest of your day. I'll see you next time.